Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week, your votes at WIMZ.com sent me to see The Last House on the Left. My question is, what did I ever do to you? Ha ha! The Last House on the Left, a remake of the 1972 Wes Craven movie of the same name, and Craven is a producer on this version. Story of a young woman named Mary who is with her family up at their lake house for the summer. Mary and her friend Paige meet up with a young man named Justin, and he invites them to come back to his hotel room to smoke a little dope. And as we all know in films like this, going with anyone you don't know to smoke dope, or for that matter going with anyone you do know to smoke dope, always ends up getting you in trouble. Justin's father, uncle, and some crazy chick walk into the hotel room. He wasn't expecting them back so early. And it begins a nightmare of degradation and violence for Mary and Paige. Paige is murdered, Mary is raped and shot, but survives. She caused a car crash that left the bad guys without a way to get away. So, and there's a storm moving in. So the bad guys, thinking that Mary is dead in a lake, look for a house they can crash at, and they just happen to go to the last house on the left. Guess whose house that is? Mary's parents' summer place. Isn't that ironic? So, Mary's parents figure out that something really bad happened to Mary, and the people that are at their home that they've allowed in to gain some shelter from the storm, they are responsible for Mary's predicament. Boy howdy. You often hear about films like this, the term torture porn. Now, for some folks, watching a film like this is very exciting. Exciting not in the way normally associated with a movie that you don't wear a trench coat into the theater to go see. So, the movie, well, you know, it does one thing really well. It builds tension. Once all the real action starts, and it takes more than half the movie for that to actually happen. Once the real action starts, the film is very good at building the tension with just mostly natural sound. People breathing who are trying to be quiet, but you know they're breathing, and you can hear their breathing, or the floorboards creaking in this summer house. And so, in that respect, it's a very suspenseful movie at times. But, good grief, how much murder and mayhem can you have in one movie and it not be just too much? I mean, I guess it does what it does well enough. I'm not really a big fan of films like this, but I'll have to say, if the film has some sense of humor about it, like My Bloody Valentine in 3D, that was a piece of trash, but it knew it was a piece of trash, and it had a sense of humor about its trashiness. So I really enjoyed My Bloody Valentine in 3D. This one not so much, because it seems to take a group of people, the criminals, who are the basest of the base, who have absolutely no self-control over their wants and desires, and will hurt or kill anyone to get what they want. And it, you know, they have those folks over here. Then you have the doctor, Mary's father and mother. He's a doctor, and I'm not quite sure what it is she does. Over here, and they're the good people. They're supposed to be the moral base, the moral center of the movie. Now, this terrible thing happens to their daughter, and they become outraged, and the film uses that as an excuse to lower the moral center of the movie down to the criminal's level. Now, some would argue, well, if the circumstances were the same, you would probably do the same thing. Well, perhaps you're right, to a point. But one of the criminals gets his comeuppance in a way that is just for fun by the parents. And I was okay with what they did to that point. And then it was just, okay, we've got him, let's mess him up. So I think the film tries to justify its own vulgarity and succeeds to a point. But after that, it just becomes, you know, well, let's see, we've got all this latex and this fake blood and this stuff that looks like viscera. Let's blow it up and film it, and then we'll put it in the movie. It just is way over the top. I'm sure it will make lots of horror fans very happy. It did not make me very happy. I'm giving it 2 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review as well as vote on the movie. I'll see you next time, and I'm begging ya, don't send me this crap anymore. That's it for now. I'm Stan the Movie Man. See ya.